So this looks like a normal headset, but is it really? This is the review of the Ghostek Rapture. So let's start with unboxing the headset, and when we first flip open the box there's a lot of information, but one key part is really important to note. But we'll get to that in a moment. It is also nice to see that it actually has a 3.5mm jack connection, so you can connect it via that or via Bluetooth. To start off, we of course have our headset. This has this beautiful metal and leather fusion of material with this dotted effect that looks really nice, and that combined with the metal makes this really a beautiful headset. Included with this package you also get a separate bag where you can safely store your headset in. This is also made out of leather. Rolled into that we have a 3.5 to 3.5mm jack connection, but also a micro USB port to USB to charge your headset. And like I said, at the bottom we have a 3.5mm jack head connection. On one side from top to bottom we have the volume up, the LED indicator, the power button and then the volume button. The power button when playing a song will also function as a play and pause button. And also when pressed it will indicate the battery status in the 4 LEDs on the bottom. Hold either the volume up or down, it will skip or go to the previous song. Don't worry about the power button though, because the volume buttons are raised, so it's easy to distinguish the power button and the volume buttons. On the left side of the headset we also have this extra button that is used for the Xiaomi function. That works really simple and I will explain that a bit. So after you paired your headset with your phone you can press the Xiaomi button. Then it will start the pairing mode. At the same time you can put on your second headphone and the Rapture will connect with it. And the music you are playing will be shared directly with both headsets. Press it again and the Xiaomi function will stop. So this is basically the same way how you can connect multiple devices with Bluetooth 5.1. If your phone however does not support that, you can easily still use this function and you can connect 2 different headsets at the same time. A nice feature to have added. But I would advise you that you are the one wearing the Ghostek Rapture, because the sound is amazing. The bass is great without being overpowering. The high and the low notes are great as well. And if you want to put the volume at max you can, there is no distortion. And while it's probably not the loudest out there, it gets loud enough. And having it on the loudest setting will probably be too loud for a longer amount of time. Unless I'm listening to Michael Jackson, that is. But overall, because of it, it makes it a great overall sounding tuned headset. And while I like my Transmart S6 and I think it's still an option for a lower budget, I think the Ghostek Rapture is on a completely different level. The build quality is so much better and it's a beautiful looking headset as well. But let's talk about the speakers and why it sounds so great. Well, it's basically because it's graphene drivers. First off, you cannot compare this to a normal speaker that uses a membrane and air to create sound. Graphene is not only a very strong material, but it's also a very different technology. It produces sound by having a graphene layer rapidly heat and cool, which in turn causes the surrounding air to extend and contract, creating sound waves. With this, they can mix frequencies better and amplify or equalize specific sounds better. This in turn creates better mid and high tones that sound extremely clear and has this immersive bass to it. And when I compare it to my liked headset from Transmart, you can tell there is a big difference in audio. Sure, the Transmart is cheaper, but if you have the money to spend, I would give up this one and buy the Ghostek Rapture, with the difference being a bit more than $60. At the moment, the Ghostek Rapture is also the only headphone in the market that has graphene drivers. This makes the price of $129 honestly a pretty good steal. Now of course when you look at the design there's one thing that will stand out, and that is the flat ear cups. This has one advantage though, and that is that it simply fits all. When you have a normal ear cup and the size is too small for you, it isn't pleasing to wear it for a longer amount of time. With having a flat ear cup you don't have that potential problem, and they do fit really nicely and has a nice cushion on the ear cups as well, making it really comfortable to wear. And lastly we have of course to talk about the battery life, and again I have no complaints here. Now while I didn't measure the playtime, I can easily listen to it for days. If I of course don't forget to turn it off. Not saying this happened, but it might have. An extra benefit though is when it's empty, you can connect it via headphone jack, and that doesn't require any power. Of course, you do have to have a headphone jack in your phone. Yeah, that's the thing. To wrap this up, for $129 you get a good looking headset. You get an amazing sound that works via graphene technology, and you can also connect it via headphone jack connection, but you can also compare it to others easily. Either way, let me know what you think about this headset. You can check it out in the link in the description, and of course don't forget to subscribe, like and comment below. Have a good one, and talk to you guys in the next.